Hello everyone, my name is Barbara. I'm the Polish girl who lives in Ireland and likes to knit, and today I have a finished object for you, which are socks. Hello, thank you so much for clicking and checking me out. Please double check that you're watching this video or on Knitting I Love channel. Second of all, it is not a tutorial, it is just a finished object video where I'll show you what kind of tools, what kind of yarns, and how much fun I had to knit these socks. First things first, I actually block these, and basically I never block socks unless they're for gift knitting, so you know it is for gift knitting. What I do, I don't put them on sock blockers, I put them completely flat the way I showed you, like this, on a towel. Okay, so first things first, what kind of tools I used. I put these socks into this beautiful bag. This is Handmade Bags by Diane. I'm going to put a link down below to her shop. She's from Canada and I love it so much. I love fabric. She's an amazing sewist. You need to sew more. Right, and the second thing I put my keychain, which is socks, as you can see, so I know what kind of project I have in my bag, as I have a few whips, work in progress. Second of all, needles. These are Haya's fixed needles, US size 1, which is 2.25mm needles, and in this beautiful holiday pouch, Christmas pouch. And I use this pouch through the whole year, so if you're here for the first time, you may notice that sometimes I have two pouches. I have only two pouches like these, and I use them to emphasize that the project that I'm working on is for someone else. And I try to have a thing that I don't know for who actually. Once I finish, these socks, I'm going to put them into the box, and in December when I'm packing presents, I see how many actual projects I have and how many other things I have to fill in to gift, for instance. So there's no like a big list and then, oh, I have to keep on going. It's just a pleasure, my own pace, whatever I have, and whatever feeling I have that I should pack it and send it to someone, I do. So that's that. Any questions? Let me know down below. Oh yeah, so the pouch you can buy in my shop, and I leave link down below on knittingilove.com. I used two colors. One is for contrast colors, so heels, toes, and ribbing. For that one, I use this color, which is a kind of more delicate pink, and it is 102. It is Drops Fabel. I have quite a lot Drops Fabel yarn, and I decided that I will be using it to use all my stash because we don't waste stuff. So this is the color. For the main color, the same Drops Fabel, but this time is a print version. And this, as you can see, it says unicolor. And this is 75% wool, 25% polyamide, both of them. And this is like a police number, 911 in America, isn't it? Am I right? Am I? Brilliant. So this is the color. And I use these amazing stitch markers, progress keepers, that I sell in my shop. I call them whip socks. You have 4 socks and in different colors. I have for hats, mittens, and so on, so on. Check it out if you haven't seen these yet. And normally for socks, when I knit 2 at a time, I need 4 stitch markers. 2 to mark beginning of the round on each sock, and another 2 to mark the placement of the heel, because I do afterthought. Okie dokie. So just to show you, I tried to find a point that I could have a matching socks, but somehow it is not so simple with Drops yarn sometimes, and as I knit them toe up, you see, it didn't match. So that's why I like to do contrast colors, so at least that way they have something in common and the middle section tells you they're from the same, let's say, mother. So yeah, but they different. So how did I knit them? I did exactly the same how I knit my socks. It is plain vanilla socks, so we do only stock and stitch. If you're interested and you've never knitted socks before, this is my way of knitting. There's plenty other knitting. I'm going to leave a link down below to my tutorial. It shows you how I knit from the beginning till the end socks, and just to warn you, it's probably 55 minutes long, but you can speed things up or go to the section you prefer to see. So what I do toes, I'm going up with a big tube, and then I'm doing 2x2 ribbing, and I stop whenever I want. That's a good idea. Also go from the toe up if you have a certain weight of yarn or you have certain yardage for your yarn, so to knit every bit of it, so that way you can maintain it. If you go all the way around, you can be cut off with not having yarn or having some leftovers. So that's that. And then at the end, while I'm doing the tube, I'm marking. I use my markers to mark where I want to place my heel. And over here, because these are kind of for gift knitting, but could have the same numbers as I have, I'm going over here with, I think, 50 rounds. I'm guessing. I think that's what I normally do. With the cuff, I'm just knitting until I'm decided that, you know what, that's enough. So that's that. And I do afterthought heel. I have a separate video how I do afterthought heel, so check it out too. And you can see how it looks like. It looks like a duck's beak. You can put eyes over here and you have a really nice duck, isn't it? So that's that. You could actually make a duck. You can just do another afterthought heel and put fingers, and you can play with that. Just a shorter maybe head for your hands. Well, you can make a toy with it if you want to. So I think that's all in regards to this. You may ask what I'm wearing. I kind of feel under the weather lately, but I thought, you know what, it's Sunday, I'm going to work tomorrow, I have to kind of push myself and do something. So over here I'm wearing two things, knitwears, because I like to keep myself warm and cozy. And the first one is a scarf that my mom made me. This is it. It's a very long one. You have two strands, and one strand is one color through the whole scarf, and halfway through she changes the color, so it's beautiful. And oh, sorry, here, and you have a beautiful, beautiful cable over here. So if someone needs to do something, I think it has a special touch over here, so I feel way better. And the other one, the warmest hat I found in my collection, and this one is that I knitted in December from the Knit Crate box yarn, including the pattern. So I used the yarn and the pattern. I'm going to post over here the photo, and underneath you'll find a link to the finished object video if you're interested in what kind of yarn it is or pattern or where you can get that stuff. So check that out. And I don't have a finished object video for this, unfortunately. It's a gift. I should probably record one just to show you, but I don't have a clue about the yarn. I think it's a mixture of wool and acrylic, if I'm right, and I love it so much. I haven't knitted it, and I got it ages ago, so that's why. Okay, I think that's all. I hope you enjoyed this one. See you next one. Don't forget to use #knittingalove. Show me what you're knitting. Go check out links down below to other social media. You can find me on Instagram when I put loads of stories, so check it out. And I hope you're going to show me what you have on your needles, and I hope to see you next one. Bye! Don't forget to subscribe and give me a like.